So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was taken down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now Ryan. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a Falcon 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
This is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his read.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives you like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Check three. Base.
Now it's Gurley. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 49 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was Bashaud Breeland, the one that got him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Play action, Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
81.
From 17 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
We remind you the And coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
First down, Falcons.
They go play action with Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10.
At their own 26.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Butker's kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I? Dang, how I got her, how I